Have you ever wondered what a professional trader's private notes actually look like? Not the polished stuff, but the real, messy, personal scribbles. Well, today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to decode a trading system called BBMA, piecing it all together from some pretty fragmented and, honestly, kind of cryptic notes. Let's see if we can turn this trader's code into a coherent strategy. So you see something like this in the notes. Can Kukau. What on earth does that even mean? It's not a secret company, it's not a stock ticker, it's trader slang. It's the signal that basically means it's go time, pull the trigger. It's this kind of insider language that makes a trading system feel like a secret code. And you know what? Today, we're cracking it. So here's the deal. Our source material is this collection of scattered notes all about a system that combines Bollinger Bands, moving averages, and the stochastic oscillator. Our job is to act like detectives, really, to take all these puzzle pieces and assemble them into a clear, step-by-step strategy that actually makes sense. Okay, before we even think about looking at a chart, we have to learn the language. This trader has their own unique slang, their own code, and if we don't understand the terminology, the whole strategy is just going to be gibberish. So, first things first, let's talk lingo.
Setup Kapalapi. Now this apparently translates to the fire ship setup. How cool is that? This is the trader's personal nickname for a powerful, high-probability opportunity. Just the name alone tells you we're on the lookout for something with some serious explosive potential.
All right, language lesson over. Let's get to the first real practical step. This entire system, and I mean the whole thing, is built on one simple principle. Trade with the market's main direction, not against it. Sounds easy, right? But the key question is always, how do you actually find that direction? The answer lies in using two different time frames. Think of it like a military operation, which is a great analogy from the notes. You've got the general on a higher time frame, say the 4-hour chart. The general's job is to look at the big picture and set the overall strategy. Are we advancing or retreating? Buying or selling? Then you have the scout on a lower time frame, like the 1-hour chart, who goes in to find the perfect moment to execute the plan. So how does the general make the call? It actually comes down to one really simple rule using two key indicators. You have the middle Bollinger Band, or mid-BB, and the 50-period exponential moving average, the EMA 50. It's this simple. If the mid-BB is above the EMA 50, the trend is up. We're looking to buy. If it's below, the trend is down. We're looking to sell. That's it. That is the master signal for the entire strategy. So once the general gives the order, let's imagine they say, it's a downtrend. We don't just jump in and sell at any old price. Nope. Now we send in the scout. We drill down to our lower time frame to pinpoint the safest, most effective moment to actually enter the trade.
The process is super clear, very sequential. Step 1, you confirm the main trend on that 4-hour chart using our mid-BB and EMA 50 rule. Step 2, you drop down to the 1-hour chart. And step 3, now you wait. You wait patiently for your entry tool, the stochastic oscillator, to give you the green light.
And that entry signal is very, very specific. Let's stick with our downtrend example. We're looking for the price to temporarily bounce up. We wait for the stochastic oscillator on our 1-hour chart to climb all the way up, past the 80 level. This area is called overbought, and in this system, it's our signal that the bounce is probably running out of steam and it's time to sell.
And on the flip side, if the general told us the main trend was up, we'd be doing the exact opposite. We'd wait for a temporary dip in price. We'd watch for that stochastic to fall below the 20 level. That's oversold, and it's our signal that the dip is likely over. And hey, it's probably a good time to buy.
So we've got the trend, we've got the entry signal. We're done, right? Not so fast. The trader's notes are absolutely filled with critical warnings, the don'ts, that are designed to keep you out of trouble. This isn't just a mechanical system. It requires a ton of discipline. Think of these next rules like a pilot's pre-flight checklist.
This slide really gets to the heart of the system's philosophy: quality over quantity. First, the trend has to be the same on both timeframes, no exceptions. If the general and the scout disagree, you walk away. Second, if those two indicators are super far apart, it means the market is stretched thin. Again, you leave it alone. And this is the big one. Be prepared to wait. This perfect setup might only show up 2 or 3 times a week. It's all about patience.
Now, for those of you who want to get under the hood, the source material gives us the exact technical settings for the stochastic oscillator. This just removes any guesswork from the equation. So if you're setting up your charts, these are the specific parameters the trader uses to generate those buy and sell signals we just talked about.
This right here, this might be the single most important warning in the entire document, and notice it's in all caps with 3 exclamation points. If the market has a ton of momentum, if it's just ripping in one direction, trying to jump in is incredibly dangerous. The key, he says, is to be patient and wait for that confirmation on the lower time frame for what he calls the safest entry. In other words, please do not try to fight a freight train.
So, we have the system, we have the rules, we have the warnings, but the trader's notes don't just end there. They wrap up on a more philosophical note, focusing on the mindset you need to actually make any of this work.
I gotta say, I love this quote. The trader actually personifies the market, calling it marketness, and says that it's actually kind to us, we just don't understand him. It completely reframes the goal, doesn't it? The point isn't to beat the market or outsmart it. The point is to listen to it, to learn its language. And this system, it's just one tool to help you with that translation.
And here we go. This is the most important rule of all, the one that underpins everything else. The creator of these notes makes it crystal clear. This is not a magic formula. It's a framework. At the end of the day, every single decision to buy or sell rests on you, the person clicking the mouse. Trading is a business of 100% personal accountability.
And that really brings us to our final thought for today. We've just decoded a really fascinating system from a trader's private notes, a structured, logical way to approach the markets. But it leaves us with a huge question, doesn't it? Can any set of rules, no matter how good they are, ever truly replace the deep, intuitive understanding that only comes from years of experience? That's something worth thinking about.